This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of whatever it is Anna's doing today. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Yeah, so you guys. We're doing stuff. Amber. I just got done recording a bunch of Amber videos. Anna, our dear sweet Anna, is not allowing us to comment on things on YouTube. We are on YouTube right now just because, like, I didn't feel like going over to TikTok, honestly. That's why. But we're going to look at what is available to us on the YouTubes because, you know, we have been forgotten. We're being forsaken over here. We're not allowed to comment. It doesn't matter if you go to our other channels, you can't comment there anyway. I do have some stuff that I screen grabbed and that I've gotten off of the Reddit, which I believe is called the Glitter and Bagel Snark. Anyhow, doesn't matter. I got it off the Reddit. So I've got some of that from the Reddit, and I've got some of it from the Discord. So we've got some things to talk about, is my point. On top of these videos. This is a two-parter. It's actually kind of a three-parter. It's got a nice little musical video going to it. I wish I knew what the name of the song was, but, you know, Anna, she doesn't put anything in her videos that would tell you anything other than stuff about herself, so God forbid she actually tell us anything that isn't immediately about her. Unfortunately, we're going to have to play this without this music because I'm not sure if the music is copywritten and I don't want to find out the hard way. So, but the song is basically listing out a bunch of maladies and then says basically we don't know what's going on because we've never studied the female body and that the research on the female body is very spotty. Ergo, we can't, there's a reason why you don't know what's wrong with your body. I get the gist of the song. I understand the point that's being tried, they're trying to make with the song. However, it's not 100% accurate. Yes, medical research especially, on women in anything really is kind of behind men. Women are not as represented in medical research as men tend to be. So a lot of things, including drug dosages, are usually figured out using a male model, but that has changed quite a bit in modern era. And people, doctors, and researchers are very aware of this bias, and there is quite a bit of effort to try to rectify it. It takes time. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we're living in some kind of weird utopia world where everything's great, you guys, and it's just never, we've just completely fixed the problem because we haven't. We haven't, okay? I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we have. However, it's not this fucking bad, okay? We also don't live in some kind of dystopian hellhole where women are just forgotten as a whole, all right? The song just pissed me off a little bit. Part of it is, it's not accurate, and the other part of it is the way Anna's using it. And I think you'll find out here in this video. And then there's another video that I am going to use from Lindsay. I think it's a short as well. That's pretty fucking funny, and it's part 2 of this one. But anyway, let's watch this. This is, I believe this is supposed to be an ad for Anna's little podcast that she does. It's so the description is, that's why we launched the medical detectives, to help women be more informed by telling you not to trust your doctors. That's basically what her podcast is. Don't trust your doctors. Your doctors are idiots. They don't know what you're talking about. This is the description. Yeah, no, that's it. So, look what I can do. 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 Look at my giant mouth. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. I'm not going to do that the entire time. I was annoying myself. Her skirt is transparent, by the way, in case you're wondering. God. So anyway, you could see what the words of the song were going across the top here. This is actually vaguely important because of what comes a little later, the part 3 of this. But let's go find part 2. So this is part 2. And I'm pretty sure we can listen to the sound on this one. Thank you, Lindsay. It keeps going. If you don't follow Lindsay, you really should. Then another. All right, so that's part 2. In the real short, which is not available. Anna took it down for some reason. Can't imagine why. It's more of that song that was in the original version. More of, don't trust your doctors because you have female bits. And apparently doctors are idiots. No female bits for you, doctors. All right, so this is part 3. The best fitness goals are the silly ones. Send tips on how to do this. Anna is trying to figure out how to do the worm. And we're going to be kind here. So her new fitness goal is to learn how to do the worm. Don't get me wrong, I can't do it either. But I'm not going to make a video of myself flopping around trying to do it either. So here we go. Now, this is important because later, this is a series of events, you guys. Later, Anna posts later, Anna posts a story about this incident. So let me go dig that one up real fast. All right, this one, I'm 80% sure I got off the Reddit, but I may have also gotten it off the Discord. So I will be better about this in the future. But right now, we're just going to go with it's either the Reddit or the Discord. Anyway, it says, since my first surgery, my right leg has been holding on to liquid. We've tried tons of things to get it to give up some extra fluid. It's honestly been something I've been super self-conscious about because my right leg is visibly larger than my left. This is true. I think I pointed it out in the March video that I haven't posted yet, but by the time you guys see this, you'll probably have seen it. Anyway, her right leg is significantly larger. Not in a like, OMG, you're gonna die kind of way, but it is very much larger. And it's mostly in her calf. So I kept going, like, what the hell did she have done to her calves? Well, whatever it was, her right calf did not want to deflate. This is the first time in months my right leg has given up a significant amount of liquid. I did something purely for joy and was awarded with a solution to a problem I've been struggling with for months. That's why I chase joy, because it heals you in ways you never can predict. So apparently doing the worm, or trying to do the worm, is what got Anna's leg to stop swelling.
This is just for my lipedema girlies because I think they're the only ones that'll fully understand.
Oh, well, okay, I gotta go then. Bye, sorry guys.
But I have had my right side of my body just have a really difficult time draining because I have some fibrosis on my cystic, whatever that valve is in the top of your stomach. And
You have fibrosis on the valve at the top of your stomach. Well, all right, sure.
I went into MLD today and my practitioner was like, Anna, for the first time, your right leg is actually smaller than your left. Like, what did you do?
Magic. I did the magic worm, Doc.
Guys, the worm. The
worm is the life.
Mimicked pumping that and had enough pressure to break through that fibrosis.
I don't think that's how it works, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't
Finally traced my right leg. So not only do I have a new fitness goal, but that fitness goal actually helped me recover in a way that we have been struggling to achieve for like months.
Okay. So there you go. That is the worm saga. Don't walk without rhythm. You might attract the worm. All right, so back to Anna. Back to our normal, back to your regularly scheduled programming. So Anna decided to buy a chair off of Wayfair. I've never bought anything off Wayfair. Somebody was saying this is like $100 chair. Oh. I'm probably gonna get hit with copyright for that. Okay. What's wrong with this chair? Why did it look so weird? That white shit. What is that? New chair. Mine was missing a part, but I made it work with some paper towels and a mat. I would not do that. Did you see how much it wobbled? Okay. I guess. That is a hell of a view. Check that out. It's a beautiful view. I was talking with a friend about the supposed $7,000 a month rent on this particular apartment, and they were very surprised at the amount for that. And then I tried to point out that it was in like Austin, and they were still very surprised by it. But you know, they're not like real estate gurus or anything like that, so it was just kind of a little surprising to them. I still think it's a little surprising too. Is she in an apartment? This is weird. Look at the way the lights are, though. And the reflection here? Where is she? Oh, I don't care. I don't care enough. Anyway. I'm not sold on your... I know we can go click on this and we can go buy this. Okay, it's $100 from Wayfair. We can go buy this wheeled wide seat leisure chair that I could probably sit two of me in. But, like, you're missing a piece. So they shipped it to you without a piece? Or did you lose it when you started opening the box? Like, which is it? So, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright. Thank you, Living Proof. I really like these full hair products. Boy, I could use something like that.
Good morning. It is shower day, and I got gifted this new fullness shampoo from Living.
Why do all these girls have shower days? Am I doing something wrong?
Proof, and I figured, let's try it out together.
Nah, I'm good.
Now, I have feelings about fullness shampoo. Sometimes they make my hair feel weird.
Why? I've never used a fullness shampoo, so I don't know. $34 hair blow dryer, full body. Obviously, these are not the products she's using because that is not what the bottle looks like. So $34 a bottle. A lot. I can't say too much though. I do use a special shampoo for hair strengthening. Yeah, it's got like ginseng or something in it. It's Korean. I don't know. Anyway, it's expensive. In my opinion, it's expensive. It's not like, you know, Gucci expensive, but it's it's more than what you're going to spend at the grocery store.
But I'm going to give this a fair
It's probably comparable to this, so I can't really be too shitty about her shampoo.
shot. First thing I noticed.
Oh my god, how much shampoo do you use? Girlfriend, what? Honey, how much shampoo are you using?
First
That's like a quarter of the fucking bottle, girl. That's like a $34 bottle here. What are we doing?
thing I noticed, smells amazing.
First thing I noticed is you use way too much shampoo. Hopefully you put some of that back. Maybe that was just for show.
Literally would use this just for the smell.
Why are you washing your hair like that? Okay, look, you're 41 and you have, well, you're 40. You're not 41 yet. I will give you that. You have thin hair. It has gotten thinner. I'm going to guess you have quite a bit of hair fall. Same, girl. So, and you like to treat your hair. Same, girl. Don't be so rough on your hair. Anna and I have very similar hair, texture and all this. You don't be rough on your hair like this. Do you want to be bald?
10 out
What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
of 10, 20 out of 10, simply
Why are you doing that? Why? Stop. You are going to break your hair.
incredible.
Don't do that to your hair. Don't ever, ever, ever do that to your hair. Don't rub your hair. You do this to your scalp. You're cleaning your scalp. I'm going to mess my hair up. You just clean your scalp and then you just like you just whoosh it out of your hair. Oh my God. This is also why you don't use half the damn bottle of shampoo. Anna, honey, do you not know how to wash your hair?
Now,
Oh my gosh.
the conditioner I also really liked because it wasn't too
What?
thick. But I'm still nervous it's going
Don't do that to your hair. Oh my God, I can't watch this. I don't care how good your hair products are. Don't do that to your hair. I mean, maybe I'm not a curly girl. Neither is Anna. Don't do this to your hair. You want curly girl, tips, go watch Kicking Geese. Don't do this to your hair. Even Kicking Geese wouldn't do this to her hair. Oh my God, this is like a horror movie.
to leave my hair that like weird tacky feeling.
I'm impressed you have hair.
Now, to be able
Okay, for those of you that have long hair, don't do this to your hair. Don't wind your hair up in the towel like that. It breaks your hair. You will break your hair. You guys always wonder why her hair looks like frizzy shit. I know that we like to put our hair up in towels. I do as well. I wash my hair, you get it all rinsed out, you very gently squeeze the water out. You're not wringing it out. Just very gently squeeze the water out. And then you put your hair like this and you put a towel on your head. You're not winding the hair up into the towel. You don't scrub your hair in the towel. You don't scrub your hair ever. Oh my God.
to test really how it made
You don't pull your hair.
my hair feel, I did not put any other product in. And I was actually surprised that it was definitely fuller and still really
I want to cry.
soft.
I can't believe you have hair. Look how frizzy her hair is. Look how...
Good morning. It is shower day and
Shower day? I get that you don't want to wash your hair every day, especially if you do that to your hair. You don't want to wash your hair every day. You really won't have hair. Shower day? Are we not supposed to shower daily?
Today, we're back in my closet, styling another item that I can finally wear post-surgery.
Great.
This cropped windbreaker, and it really reminds
Is it supposed to be a crop?
me of cleaning
And you can't close it. I will not believe shit fits you until you close it. Until you close the jacket, I don't believe it fits you.
products, because why are they always in these shades of blue with a pop of red?
What? I'm sorry, what happened?
Today, we're back in my closet, styling
Uh-huh.
another item that I can finally wear post-surgery.
Uh-huh.
This cropped windbreaker, and it really reminds me of cleaning products, because why are they always in these shades of blue with a pop of red?
Okay. I mean, sure, let's go.
Now, I'm going to do a casual look today because I do need to run some errands. So I grabbed this red tee and a pair of light wash jeans. I'm going with some simple huggy earrings,
So you're trying to look like the clown chick, Harley Quinn.
Converse high tops and some shades. And then to really bring out that red, I'm adding this red mini backpack and a bold red lip. Now I need
She looks good with red. I'm not gonna knock her on that one.
some perfume because your girl loves to smell good.
Okay, Amber.
And then I'm ready to go out the door. I'm obsessed with how this all came together. It's casual, it's bright, and most importantly, it's fun.
It's not a bad outfit. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at her outfit. It looks nice, actually. It looks like a normal fucking outfit. I don't care. I've worn very similar things myself. I'm still I'm recovering from the hair. I'm sorry. Are we allowed to leave comments on that one? Wait, go back.
Good morning. It is shower day.
Jesus.
Today, we're back in my
Anyway, excuse me. I don't know where I was going with this. She looks good in red. The red lipstick looks good on her. I don't care. There was one thing in this one that I only know exists because Lindsay mentioned it. I guess. Where is it? Maybe she edited it. No. I guess here you can see a little bit of the scar, and it does look like it healed up really nice. I have a really shitty computer apparently that is very digitalized because this is not a clear picture. No, wait, no, it's the video itself. I don't know. This quality might be my computer. Lindsay says there's a smoothing a filter on it. It may just, I thought those just affected your face. I don't know. Either way, I mean, you can clearly see that there's something here. If you didn't know it was a scar, you might think they're just bruises. Either way, it doesn't look bad. It certainly doesn't look like the horror show that did when she got the surgery done. So that's nice. That's good to know that that is healing up and that it's not going to look as bad as we were all terrified that it might. And I'm glad for her, I guess, but whatever.
Today, we're back in my closet, styling another.
That's it. I just wanted to talk about that real fast because I noticed that is, I wanted to make sure. All right. There's a couple other little things that are, like I said, are screen caps that I wanted to talk about. Let's see if I can find them. So apparently one of the things is that chair that she did her little music video in, that's like a $1,400 chair. Crazy. That's crazy to me. This is Anna telling us how much she doesn't care. Thought we'd talk. Just thought we'd watch it, you know. There we go.
It's absolutely amazing when you get to the age where you just literally do not care what anybody thinks about you.
Where are you? Because if that's what you look like and there's people around you, clearly you don't care.
It's great.
You care so little that you have to tell me about it. See, she says, recently I've been wearing less makeup and I still love to express myself with it, but on days like today where my energy is a little lower, I don't feel the pressure to have it on. Maybe it's that my skin is clearing up, or maybe I'm getting to that delightful age where you just don't care what people think anymore. Whatever the cause, I love this phase of life. I've yet to see you not care. But here we are. He says, let's talk about invisible illness. In this video, I am moving, grooving, having fun. I'm also dealing with a difficult medical issue that I've been managing for the last month that you just can't see. You can't see me. It's not affecting my stamina or mobility, but it's limiting me in a lot of other ways. Like, I am doing my best to find joy, but some days I get really sad about it and stop. Why are you like this? Go away. And I am sharing this because lots of people struggle with invisible illness. Just because you can't see someone is struggling doesn't mean it's not happening. So be kind to people. You truly never know what they are dealing with. This is toxic positivity. I mean, I hate to be like that, but this is me grooving and moving and smiling and carrying on. And woo! There's something wrong with me. Yep. There sure is. Like, how am I supposed to take this particular pose? Like, you're out here acting the fool, but there's something wrong with me, you guys. You can't see what's wrong with me. Pity me while I dance like a fool. Okay, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Is she really the spokesperson you want? I'm just, asking for a friend. Boop, boop. Not entirely sure where this came off of, but this I did get, or I don't know where this particular post came from, but I got this off of the Discord. See, I told you I'd get better about this. It says, I've had this jacket in my closet for at least a year, waiting for the day that my arms would catch up with my body, and it took surgery for that to be a reality. Anyway, this is what many people with my condition face. Is it? Is it though? Our body's just not being proportional. Why not then buy clothes that fit? I get that. I get what you're trying to say. I do. But just buy clothes that fit. Being plus size is hard enough, let alone having your body not fit even near a typical sizing structure. Okay. So, to have my upper arms be 2 sizes larger than the rest of my top has been challenging. So, to say the least, when shopping for clothing, just get shit tailored, Anna. You've got money. I've avoided certain styles or even cut the sleeves of new pieces to make them work. I'm so excited that now, even though I'm in a bigger body, my arms are more proportional. They're not, though, honey. That opens up so many new forms of dressing, and I'm excited to explore them. Positive mindset, plus-size fashion, lipedema, at Good American, at Converse, at Old Navy Official, at Vera Bradley, at Cotopaxi. I think that was who the bag was. She's got to tag every fucking thing she's got on. So Anna's back to her fashion. That's fine. That's where she needs to be. I think I've already said that once or twice. Anna needs to do fashion. That's her brand, right? But she's also back to shilling her shit. Also fine. That's how she makes her money, All that money she makes by not being fat. Anyway. Look, man, I'm sorry that you don't think that your arms were proportional to the rest of your body, but I got news for you, Chickpea. She's got some major... We think Amber's got body dysmorphia. Anna is proving she's got body dysmorphia. That's some crazy talk right there. So that's crazy that she didn't think her arms were proportional to the rest of her body. It's nuts to me. It's just nuts balls. All right, so this is a post that was on Instagram, I believe. Yeah. I got... Whoops, it's not showing. Hang on. Nope, still not showing. There we go. So, yeah, this is off of Instagram. She's at the Malibu Barbie Cafe somewhere. Wearing this outfit with Malibu Barbie, I guess. You're just so much. Just so much. But anyway, she's got a nice paragraph written down here, slamming her critics. So hang on fast. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Let me size this up just a little bit in case you want to read along. Life has been pretty special. Yeah, there we go. This last year, I listened to people's opinions online too much. Did you? When? Now, as I do the hard work to put some space between internet fodder and reality, I realize life is pretty great. I mean, when you can afford a $7,000 apartment and then a $15,000 retreat and God knows what else. I bet life is pretty good. Um, sure, people say a lot of mean things, but it's really, at the end of the day, it's just a time suck and a distraction. Sure, people say a lot of mean things, but it's really, at the end of the day, it's just a time suck and a distraction. So is grammar. Maybe that's just it. It's not meant to hurt me. It's meant to distract me. You're right, Anna. Look over here. Look over here. What am I distracting you from? If they can distract me from living, then I don't get to actually live. Sure. Instead of my life and health being my focus, they want their words to be my priority. Where words? Where words, Anna? Where? I'm gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about. I want my words to be your priority. I could give two shits. Obviously you've already given my words priority, because again, you not only blocked this channel, but every channel with the words tiny and blue in it, so obviously I had a nerve. I've always believed people dislike me. I've always believed people dislike me so much online because they feel like I am undeserving of what I have. No? Look, I'm not going to knock that you work for your shit. I just don't like the fact that you lie about a lot of stuff. Just don't lie. Why? I can think of a lot of plus-size creators. I do follow several plus-size creators who in a variety of fields. Like I follow people that do retro fashion. I follow people that do crafts. I follow Rosie Beam because I fucking love her fashion. I love her attitude too. I follow a lot of plus-sized people. I follow plus-sized people who are losing weight. I don't think they don't deserve what they have because they're plus-sized, if that's what you're insinuating here. I don't think you don't deserve what you have. I don't understand why people want to work with you because you're fucking insufferable and you lie. But that's not thinking you don't deserve it. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe you got me there. If I could tell them thing, if I could tell them thing, it would be that their joy doesn't depend on me. You're right, it does not. It depends on them. Yep, that's why I took the weekend off. They are just as capable of the same joy. Am I, though? Am I? What joy are we talking about? Define joy? Because if we have to define joy first for me to know if I'm capable of the same joy, because we're now comparing apples to apples, and I need to know what the apple is in order for that to be true. If they put their energy towards that instead of, I don't know, tearing strangers down online. Tearing strangers down online. You don't like that people remember things that you say and write and post and do that you then try to pretend like you didn't say or write or post or did, and then try to rewrite to make it seem like you didn't do or say or post. You don't like that people then call you out on that, because it's not like you're like, oh no, I totally didn't trip that one time. No, it's like whole ass things like, I'm just going to rewrite the entire origin story of Glitter and Lasers. I'm just going to pretend like I was never a weight loss blog. I'm just going to pretend like I never took weight loss drugs and lost weight. I'm just going to pretend like certain situations were not the way that they were. I'm just going to pretend like they were just people being bullies to me. I'm going to pretend like I didn't instigate certain situations expecting a backlash. You know, it's just, that's your problem. Like, your problem is you start shit and then you don't like when people call you on it and you don't have any recourse because you're in the wrong and people point it out. and it makes you mad. Anyway, that's not tearing you down. That's called accountability, and you don't like it. Don't get me wrong. Nobody likes to be wrong. Ironically, they are trying to be. Ironically, they are trying to be in my life. No, I'm really not. If I were trying to be in your life, I would be trying to contact you directly, and I have never tried to contact you directly. I'm speaking to you, but that's because you're talking to me. I've never emailed Anna. I've never texted Anna. I've never added Anna. I've never done anything to try to truly reach out to Anna in order to be part of her life. I could give two shits if Anna watches my channel, listens to my content, or anything. Me making reactions to Anna's videos is not me being like, oh, Anna, I'm so part of your life now. And oh my God, I love you so much. I'm going to make reactions to you so that you'll notice me, senpai. Notice me, senpai. Me. No, that's not what's happening at all. I could care less. I would make reactions to you whether you blocked my channel or not. You've just added an extra step to me watching shit on Instagram. That's all you've done. All right. What their obsession with me and other creators has been in theirs a distraction. Okay, hang on. Let me start that whole ass. Wow, God. Where's that sentence start? That whole second paragraph, that whole half of that second paragraph is one sentence. So, they are just as capable of the same joy if they put their energy towards that instead of, I don't know, tearing down strangers online. No, I lied. All right. Ironically, they are trying to be in my life what their obsession with me and other creators has been in theirs a distraction. Ironically, they are trying to be in my life. They are trying. Okay, let's take out all the shit she wrote in the middle. Ironically, they are trying to be in my life a distraction. So in English, she is saying they are trying to be a distraction in her life. All right. So I'm trying to distract you from your life. How? Okay. What their obsession with you. That's right, Anna. I am obsessed with you. Obsessed to the point where I've forgotten that I was doing certain projects about you. And other people have to remind me that I was in the middle of doing those projects and that I should probably finish those. Sorry, guys. And other creators. Sure. Caveats. I am referring to a very specific subset of people. I know. I also want to acknowledge the path to success is riddled in isms. Okay. Some people will find the journey more challenging and frustrating than others. Well, that's true. I mean, not everybody has a rich daddy who can pay for most of it. I'm not about toxic positivity. Girlfriend, I read your book. I read your 2018 book. That book should have just been titled Glitter and Lasers, Toxic Positivity. What I'm simply saying is obsessively analyzing someone's life distracts you from building your own. I built my life, Anna. I don't have to keep building it. It's built. I have a life. I don't know what you're talking about. And honestly, analyzing your life is using some of those skills that I built in my life. It's just an extension of that. You just happen to be the current way that I am using said skills. It's not an obsession. It's not a distraction. It's really not that deep, man. Anna, because I know you're watching. It's cool. I just want to say, like, if you really feel this way, my literal only thing to tell you is stop watching. You have so much money. You have so much stuff. You have so much in the small little pool that you swim in. You have so much influence. Why do you care? Why do you care that some channels that are a fraction of your following, like even if your 8.5 million followers are even just like a third of those people are active, the channels that react to you have a following even smaller than that. Why do you care what we think? Have we impacted your anything in any way? I daily get people in my comment section who are like, "Why do you hate Anna?" I don't hate you. I don't I don't care. I really don't care. I'm fascinated. But why do you care? I worry. Okay, I actually worry about Anna. There's days where I actually don't post stuff about Anna because of this kind of shit. Anna doesn't take this well. It really does affect Anna on a level that it doesn't affect the other girls. And I don't honestly know if that's because Anna's so new to girl world and she's so new to this level of scrutiny that she's just not used to it. I don't know. But it really, really does impact her. And sometimes I'm actually genuinely concerned about it. But then she pulls shit like this whole lipedema arc that she's doing and still is doing. And it's just like, you're pushing information and medical procedures and just in general a lifestyle that is bad and it's unhealthy and it is potentially going to hurt people. You're lying about things that potentially could hurt people. And it's not that I necessarily think you're like an evil, bad person. The more I watch you, the more it's very obvious to me that you are very upset with how you look. You've been looking for shortcuts for a long time. You finally found one that you think is a shortcut and you've latched onto it and you're willing to pay money to literally have parts of you removed in order to have your arms be more proportional with the rest of your body. Okay, Jan. Like, okay, Jan. So, no, I'm not obsessed with you. I don't like that you're lying. I don't like that you're pushing an agenda that is harmful. I don't like that you have a podcast that pushes pseudoscience and tells people not to trust their doctors. I don't like that it specifically targets women who are already underrepresented and already kind of targeted by medical misinformation more so than men anyway. Like, I already don't like any of that. And it's just like everything that you've been doing since you've stopped being a fashion girly has just progressively gotten more and more pseudoscientific, more and more dangerous to the people who follow you. Like, and now you've progressed to the point where you are literally chopping parts of your body off and claiming that it's some kind of medical illness. And you've got these doctors who are backing this shit. And these doctors have been called into question by their own peers. And it's like, it's kind of weird and it's kind of spooky, especially after listening to something like the Lipedema Mamas podcast, where there's an entire ecosystem of this, where it's just all of y'all sitting together and basically reinforcing it with each other and specifically targeting not just women with lipedema, because lipedema is real. I don't not believe lipedema and lymphedema are real. I don't want people to ever think that I've ever said that. But you're not just targeting people who legitimately have that. You're also targeting women who are obese. And you are telling women who are medically obese that, no, it's not obesity. You have lipedema and there's nothing you can do about it except get surgery. And it's not even like, oh, weight loss surgery. You're literally recommending that they chop pieces, multiple pieces of themselves off in order to treat, quote unquote, their lipedema. And that's just weird and gross, and it makes me feel icky. And I feel like that needs to be challenged. And I know I'm not the only person that feels that way. And as long as you're going to continue with this narrative that is so obviously not true, people are going to continue to push back on it. It's like when you were losing weight while you were on Wegovy, but you were trying to convince everybody that you were losing weight by simply working out with Copilot, aka Trainwell, and you were trying your damnedest to make it sound like that was all you were doing, was just doing these incredibly basic, not challenging workouts that you were struggling to do anyway, and you didn't improve, and you weren't getting better at them, but yet you were trying to convince everybody that you were, even though we could clearly see with your form that you weren't. But you were still losing weight, and that's just not how weight loss works. And you got pissy until people finally cornered you in a way where you had to admit that you were taking drugs, or sorry, that you were taking weight loss drugs, because you then did a commercial for said weight loss drug, and people were like, well, why are you in this commercial for it if you aren't taking it? That seems weird. And then when you did admit it, you buried that admission as far as you could and then never spoke of it again. Like, what you were doing was you were convincing people, and again, mostly targeting women again. So, you know, little irritated by that myself. But again, you were mostly targeting women, and you were mostly and you were trying to convince them that weight loss was possible through exercise alone. And you're also one of these people that talks about toxic diet culture and diet culture this and diet culture that. And one of the symptoms of diet culture is over-exercising, under-eating and over-exercising. And you were basically saying that's what you were doing. And so you were hyping in your own way this incredibly unsafe way to try to lose weight that doesn't work. So how are you any better than that toxic diet culture that you rally against sometimes, right? And ever since you've started down that road, it's just gotten worse. Once you stopped losing weight on Wegovy, probably because you either were overeating on the Wegovy or you didn't want to up the dose, then you decided you were going to go for a run, and you kept telling everybody, oh, I'm a runner. Oh, I'm a runner. Oh, I'm running, you guys. Look at me run. Yeah, we can clearly see that you are not running. Not only can we clearly see that you are not running, you've been told by professionals who train people to run that you are not running. Everyone has told you you are not running, and yet you are continuing to try to tell us that you are running, and then are accusing us of saying that you're doctoring videos to make it look like you're running, when that's not what anybody has said. We've literally just said you're not running, and we can see that you're not running. You live on a completely different planet than most of us. And then after that didn't work, then you decided that it was lipedema time, and that's when you decided to start having surgeries where you are physically having parts of your body removed in order to lose weight, even though you're claiming it's not for weight loss, even though you put out videos and pictures about fitting into your clothes and fitting into chairs and fitting on the airplane and just in general being slimmer and smaller as if you had lost weight. So if it's not about the weight loss, Anna, then why are you so obsessed with that and not the other aspects of lipedema like you claimed it was? So anyway, I think we're caught up at this point. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and put, I don't know, something pink down in the comment section, because Barbie, I don't got anything against Barbie anymore. I'm over it. So go ahead and leave something down in the comment section. Sorry for my long ass rant there at the end. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. And That's pretty much all I've got. I clearly said what I had to say, and I hope you guys aren't too offended. And if you are, I'm sorry. But thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who got me to 11K. I appreciate it. Get me to 12K, and we'll adopt. We'll well, not adopt, but we'll sponsor another cat. I have 3 levels of membership. If you guys are interested in joining, YouTube likes me to tell you that. So there you go. And that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. So until next time, I will see you in the next one.
This
Bye.
is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.